Hello and welcome to Cars at 100, and on today's review I have this beautiful 2021 Civic Hatch Sport. We're going to look at this car from the outside, go inside and check out the window sticker for some of the options that come on this car. So let's not waste any more time and let's jump into it. Okay, let's check out this car from the outside first. As you can see, this mean looking front on this Honda Civic is really nice. They have redesigned this car a couple of years ago and now it looks actually really nice, especially with this Hatch Sport version of the Civic. This is not a regular Civic. As you can see, it comes with the Sport package and you can see those nice wheels and that front grille and everything. You have the fog lights there as well. You have these nice rims here. These are 235/40 R18, so you get this nice 18-inch rims on this car, which are wrapped in actually wide 235 width tire, and you have the sidewall which is 40, which is good for the streets like in Brooklyn, especially with the weather right now. We try to do our best to keep this car clean, but you know, weather does its thing. As you can see here, this is nice lines. You have the, in terms of the hatchback appeal of this car, and it looks really sharp, really cool looking. You have these LED front lights as well as up front, of course, and you know, you get this nice, you know, surrounds, bumper surrounds in terms of the styling and aero type of looking package. But the biggest nice thing in the back of this car is that exhaust. As you can see, this exhaust kind of reminds you a little bit of Type R, counterpart of this version of the Civic, and you really get this good looking back of this car, and you have the Sport badge there as well. And this hatchback look is really nice as well. As you can see, you have the spoiler here that you have the pass-through, really nice, reminiscent of old school Civics back in the day, and it really appeals to a younger crowd out there. And it's a really nice car overall for the city driving and to park. Ease of use of this car is really nice. Overall, you have this spoiler here that is also for the Sport package. Lots of spoilers on this car, and as you know, once again, the Civic Type R is a little bit too much in terms of the spoilers and everything, but this car is much better. And you know, it's really nice in terms of the design of the car overall, and I would say it's a really nice car for the money, being under $30,000 range. With the fully loaded version, it's a really nice car, and you can, I think, stick even under 25,000, and it's really gonna be a nice car overall, and it's gonna be really reliable as being a Honda. So let's jump inside. We have this key fob here, which gives us the ability to have a keyless entry, keyless go. So we can also lock the car by this button here, but since the car is on, it does not allow us to do this. And we can also unlock it with the same button. But to come back to the key fob, you have the lock, unlock, hold for automatic remote start, so we can start the car from the distance. And we have the trunk release button here as well as the hold for panic. And you have the logo, nice Honda logo in the back, and nice hefty feel to the key. It has some weight to it, and in order to enter it, we just press that button or press it on a remote control to unlock the car. And as you can see here, these door cards are really nice. You have a really good looking design here in terms of the colors. You have two different colors here. This gray, dark gray, metallic kind of looking for the door opener handle, as well as the, you know, surrounds for the trim. But you have nice options in terms of the, you know, quality. I would say the utilitarian feel in terms of the hard plastic here. Automatic up and down only for the front windows of this car. You have some controls for the side mirrors as well. They not fold automatically in this car. You have the book pocket here, as well as the bottle holder here, and you have a speaker surrounds here, as well as the tweeters up top. Nothing special. This is just a Honda sound system. You don't have side door sills here, just a regular scuff plate here, which is pretty you know, durable feeling plastic. And you don't have even the automatic adjustment for the seats as well in this car. And as you can see, for the seats you have the cloth So this is fairly base looking car, but you still get nice pedals which kind of look sporty, because this car implies sport, not as much performance sport, but still it has the performance appeal to it in terms of the sport appeal. And you have some bolstering up top as well as on the bottom for the seats, and they are pretty comfortable. I rode in them earlier and they're pretty nice. In terms of the design, if we jump inside and we close the door, nice solid feel on the door close, and we have here very futuristic looking design for this dashboard. And you know, Hondas have been really using this design language for quite a while now. Even Honda Odyssey has this design language in terms of the, you know, look of this futuristic look. I really like this pattern, kind of a plastic feel on this you know, trim here, which is kind of checkered without having any color. Is just a groovy shaped plastic. It's really nice. Overall, I would say it really complements this black exterior color that this car has, and it really goes together with the piano black finish as well, with some of the surrounds on the outside with piano black finish kind of looking on the exterior. A lot of cars do that now, and it really suits this car well. You have this digital speedo and tach up front, and it's really nice because it gives you this feel like you're in some kind of a hot hatchback, kind of like a Type R, but at the same time you really have the economy car that you can use every day, and you don't have really crazy looks for this car. And I think it's a really nice middle ground in terms of how the car is, in terms of what it really is compared to the Type R, for example. It is just a more economy type of car you can use every day instead of having a crazy performance like you have on Type R. You have some controls here for that screen, as well as the you know, volume controls here, as well as you can control some of the options on that screen there, screen within a screen. So you have different options there in terms of the infotainment. You have the cruise control options on the right, and you have Bluetooth options on the left here as well. And it's a nice design for the steering wheel. You have 10 and 2 notches here. You have the paddle shifters, which feel really nice for this car. I wouldn't think that, but they really do. And you don't have flat bottom, which would be nice for this car. I guess you know, this is not, once again, it is not such a performance car, but it has some sporty appeal to it. You have nice screen here. It is not a big size screen. Would be nice if you had a little bit bigger size screen, as well as the climate control options. So climate control options, you have to press the climate in order to get into the screen. You don't have the separate screen for the climate control. And then you have a touch screen here, which is really nice touch screen, really precise in terms of the inputs. Overall, you have this big dashboard here. You have the front that is kind of a long dashboard here, not that big, but at the same time gives you like a feel of the roominess in this car. And you have the glove box here, of course, as well. It is pretty good for this size of a car, and you have a fake stitching here on this dashboard. Overall, you have really nice surrounds here in terms of the design. You feel cozy in this car. You have the start stop button in red, just like the Type R and Honda NSX as well. Overall, you have here a transmission, which is a CVT transmission, which is 1 gear, and it's continuously variable transmission. And you have a econ button here as well, so you can put the car in econ mode, and it's gonna save gas as much as possible to be as efficient as possible. You have 2 cup holders here, which are pretty good. You can move them around in order to put a bigger cup, which is really nice. I haven't seen this a lot in the cars when I review them, and this is really unique for this Honda. And you have a USB Type A option there to connect, and you have a option to connect USB Type A as well there. No wireless charging. And you have storage on the bottom of this. It's like two floors here, first floor and second floor, and you have the USB Type A connected there, and it's transferred here with the cable to the top section. You have a brake hold in this car. Usually you get this on the SUVs, but this car has it, which is really nice. When I was driving, it was really convenient. It was holding the brake instead of me, so I wasn't getting tired on the traffic lights. As well as the storage here, which I come back to, has a little bit more room. This is full storage here, and you can close this to have your armrest, but overall it's nice looking. And this cup holders, you can either hide them like this, or you can put them here, which probably where they would be, and you can also take them out, which is unique as well. So if you want, you're not gonna have any cup holders, but I doubt that, so I'd rather keep them in. Personally, it would be more comfortable to keep these cup holders here instead of taking them out. Overall, it's really nice. I have a window sticker here for you to see for some of the options in terms of the standard and some of the optional equipment, but mostly this car is a base Honda Civic Sport, $25,095. Overall, it's a nice car with a 32 mile per gallon combined, with 29 in city, 35 on the highway. Overall, final assembly point for this car is Swindon, Wiltshire, England. So it's really interesting. It's English built cars, even though they are Japanese. Let's check out the back seats. To enter the back seats, you don't have a keyless entry to the back seats. You just have to unlock the doors first, and you have the speaker surrounds here on the back doors as well as the tweeters, and same touch materials. A lot of hard plastic on a back doors. You have this hard plastic on the top. You have the roomy seats here on the back. So if I jump inside, as you can see, there's a plenty of legroom here. This seat is all the way back, almost all the way back, and I would say that if this seat was all the way back, for me, 6 feet individual, I would be kind of uncomfortable a little bit here. But in terms of the headroom, there is not a lot of headroom here either. As you can see, I'm gonna touch the sloping roof line that this car has, and I would say it would be a little bit uncomfortable for more than 6 feet individuals. And you don't have the middle handrest here. You can just drop down these seats to have the storage to this hatch back kind of utilitarian feel here. So let's check out the trunk space. To open the trunk, you just open it with the press of the button, and you have a rear view camera here as well. And as we open this trunk, as you can see, because of the hatchback, this car has a big trunk. And if you drop down these seats, you're gonna have a lot of room here to store things, and you can put this like this for your privacy, and it's really comfortable. Overall, it's really nice, really usable car in terms of the design. You have some storage. I guess you don't have any storage, you just have a spare tire here and some tools. I hope you enjoyed today's review of this 2021 Civic Hatch Sport. If you have any questions about this particular car, please leave a comment, and I'll see you next time. Stay loving cars.